fascinating document regarding long-world conservatism. Is that something that is sort of, that message doesn't quite get out there into the mass media?
Well, I think it does to some extent, but this is a very fiercely contested election. You know, there's a very straight choice between 5 more years of Gordon Brown in number 10 or change under David Cameron's Conservatives. There are big issues in this election, but international development is not one of the more divisive ones, and therefore that's why you won't hear so much about it during the general election. There are things that we think are very important and which the Labour Party think are less important. We're determined, for example, to ensure that there is independent evaluation of Britain's substantial aid budget. We want to turn the focus more onto the outputs and outcomes of what this money is achieving and a bit less on the inputs. And those are differences between us and Labour, but both of us are committed to an increasing budget on international development, firstly for moral reasons, and secondly because it is in our national self-interest to do so. And I've had a wonderful visit today to Basildon and to Thurrock. I'm in this area, I'm supporting Stephen Metcalfe, who I think will make an absolutely brilliant Member of Parliament if he is elected on May the 6th, which I very much hope he will be. But I'm going from constituency to constituency, doing quite a lot of international development discussions. It's an inspirational area. It's by miles the most interesting job I've had in my 25 years in politics, and it really, really matters. And the truth is that our generations have a real opportunity to make an impact in this area which no previous generations have ever had the chance or the ability to do.
And when you're talking about Rwanda and Laos and all this depth of experience you've had, has it changed you as a person?
I was always fascinated by this area and committed to it. Having an in-depth experience by shadowing it for 5 years and getting really involved has, I think, made me more certain of its centrality and importance in international politics. The absolute importance of addressing conflict. Promoting conflict resolution, trying to stop conflicts starting once they've started, stopping them, and once they're over, reconciling people, which was the reason why I first went to Rwanda. And you know, the centrality of conflict resolution in international development is one thing I have learned. The second is that the key way in which people lift themselves out of poverty is through wealth creation. It's through jobs, it's through freeing up the trading system, it's through having property rights, rules of law, an independent judiciary which encourages people to invest in countries. And the third thing is that aid really does work. You know, bad aid or aid embezzled or used wrongly doesn't work, of course, but where aid is used rightly, it can create miracles. And that's, after all, why today there are 2 million girls in Afghanistan who've never been in school before, and we've managed to make huge strides eradicating smallpox, and we are now making great strides in malaria, which kills thousands of children every day, completely needlessly. And in the next few years, I really do think we're going to be able to eradicate malaria, and that's one of the reasons why David Cameron has made clear that a Conservative government will spend up to £500 million a year on the fight against malaria until we conclude it.